Thought I need that cover on. I see your point.
Is a heart of a woman. Yeah. Some cheddar bay biscuits and did some mashed potatoes and some Salisbury steak. Alright, you guys, I am reading this book, and I know we have it's graduation season, or we just was graduation season, and we have kids that young adults that will be going off to college. And I feel like if you have a young adult, or maybe even a teenager, if you have someone that is going to be doing like their own finances, or they're getting off into the real world, this is a good book for them. I like this book because it goes back to the basics, like even like choosing what bank works for you. Like, does it have features like online banking, electronic bill pay, mobile banking, budgeting tools? Does it have, what type of security does the bank have? What type of fees and charges does the bank have? Does the bank have a good reputation, special perks, rewards, that type of thing? It also asks, if you're female, how does the bank feel about inclusion and diversity among minorities, neurodivergent, and women? And then it gives a summary of what checklist you should use for when you're trying to pick your first bank to put your account in. If somebody would have gave me this book when I was a young adult, I probably would be further in my finances than I am now. So if you're someone that has a young adult or a teenager, or you just want to be better with your money, and this is a really good book. So far, I give this book a 10 out of 10. And then here are some of the things on the checklist. It says, how does your bank ensure banking services and education are accessible to individuals with disabilities? That is that's a big one for me. Resources available in different languages to cater to non-English speaking clients. What kind of services are for small businesses, particularly those owned by women and individuals from minority communities? How does your bank support customers who are undergoing financial hardships? How does your bank invest in local communities, especially underserved, marginalized groups lacking access to financial services? You know, they stay putting check cash in places in our neighborhoods, poor, underserved neighborhoods. And if you ever see straw, then you would know, like the Sherry Shepherd told her, stop giving them people your money. Yeah, so these are just some good tips, a checklist as far as when you're picking a bank. And I do love this. And she does have a section in here that I'm pretty sure all of us can relate to. Stuck with student loans, education. Child, tell me about it. It says, does your career aspirations even require a college degree? Baby, let me tell you. Mine probably didn't. but I got it. Does your higher education fit into your current stage of life? For me, going back to college would be a no. I'm just not gonna do it. One student loan debt, one student loan bill was enough for me. And know your options when financing college. Like I said, this is a good book for anyone who has teenagers, young adults, or they just want to be better educated about money.
Hey, you guys, I just wanted to hop on and do a check-in with everybody. You know, with Trump and Iran and the Israeli war, it's just a lot. And with him dropping them nukes, you know, those bunker busters, I know the world. I was telling my sister-in-law and them, I was like, that man is not positioning those B-2 bombers to just wait and see. But yeah, I just wanted to hop in and see how everybody's doing in today's political climate. I'm not a politician, or I don't know politics and all that good stuff, but I do know that we are living in a very fickle world right now, and things are a little bit chaotic, to say the least. I wanted to hop on and talk about just how the devil sends people to stir up shit in your life, and sometimes it can come in the form of a stranger, sometimes it can come in the form of people that you know. I know, without saying too much, I know that I've been dealing with a lot of people just trying to throw monkey wrenches in what I'm doing and what I'm trying to achieve. And I have been around people long enough and have dealt with shady people enough to have the gift of discernment to know when people are trying to pull my strings. And all I'm going to say is use discernment when you're listening to other people, because not a people don't have your best interest at heart. Most people are operating from their trauma. And so when you take advice from people, or you listen to people, just make sure you're discerning between what's facts and what they're just trying to, their trauma that they're trying to overlap on you. Prime example, when it comes to your relationship. You know your relationship. Like I said, a woman can't tell another woman about her man. We know if don't nobody else know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I'm not saying that people don't pull the wool over our eyes, but usually with women, there is a little feelers that go off when we get there's something not right. And we should, with our relationships with men, but we also need to use those same feelers when it comes to friends, siblings, co-workers. We need to use those same feelers, because not everyone wants to see you succeed. And so Gino and I were having this conversation about how I'm just saying, like, please use discernment when you're taking other people's advice, because you have a lot of people, especially women out here, that like to manipulate situations and manipulate your minds to think that the person that you, just to plant seeds of doubt with the person that you're with, because their situation, one, they're either in an unhappy relationship, they're unfulfilled, they don't have anyone. And I know women can say, oh, I'm not jealous of you. A lot of times people are. So I'm just saying, like, take what people say with a grain of salt sometimes, because they're not operating from your best interest. They're operating from their own selfish motives. Like they say, misery loves company. I know for me, I've had a friend that whenever our shit was going wrong, she loved it, you know, because she had a partner in her misery. But whenever our shit was going right, she was trying to find fault in it by planting little seeds of doubts on that person. Like me, I've never had a lot of female friends. I will tell you now, I don't do well with female relationships because I'm an introvert. Because I'm one of those people, I'm not going to call you every day. I'm not going to, when you want to go somewhere 9 times out of 10, I'm not going, because I love being in the house. So I know for me, I'm not a good female friendship type of person. I'm a good associate type of person. but I'm not a good female friendship person because I'm gonna bail on you at the last minute. Because if I say I'm going, that's why I tell people 9 times out of 10 I probably won't go. So that's just me. I like being in the house. I love my own company. So for me to be pulled out of that a lot of times, which I'm gonna have to work on. Female relationships drain me. I don't know why, and male relationships do too. But I just don't like, you forgive this man 100 times, but your friend messes up once, and the friendship is over. But that's just me. Anyway, like I said, certain people thrill off when your shit is going wrong.
Okay, you guys, I hope everyone is doing okay. It is Saturday, and I'm about to make Devin something to eat. We had a pretty good 4th of July. We didn't really do anything spectacular. We went downtown to the banks, which is basically, to me, it's the riverfront. And Gino, Devin, and I, we went down to the riverfront, Ohio River, and we thought they were going to have a fireworks display, but they were doing it on a Saturday, which is today. And I'm like, why would you not do a 4th of July fireworks display on the 4th of July? I'm so confused. I guess they maybe wanted to do it on Saturday since a lot of people are off Saturday, and it will probably bring in a bigger crowd. Because Gino says that they have like food trucks and stuff like that. So we were just walking. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? At first, I was mad because I thought we were late. Because sadly, he is the one that takes forever to get ready. Because 9 times out of 10, he probably has to cut his hair, pick out his outfit. You think it would take me forever to get ready? It does not. The longest thing it probably takes for me to do is maybe my makeup. But he, on the other hand, honey child, I can't. So yeah, we didn't get to see the fireworks display because oddly enough, they're doing their 4th of July fireworks display on today, not yesterday. So I'm like, why would you not do the 4th of July fireworks display on the 4th of July? But I get it, like maybe it was because more people can come on Saturday than Sunday, Friday. But a lot of people are off for the 4th of July. So I'm like, why would you do the fireworks display the day after the 4th of July? I mean, it's still 4th of July weekend, but I'm just saying. But with everything that's going on with these people cutting all this stuff, the big beautiful bill, baby, I don't think anyone's feeling patriotic right about now, because it's a no. But anyway, I am about to make Devin some popcorn chicken. I wanted to show you guys these popcorn chickens, this bag of popcorn chicken that I got from Sam's Club when we went the other day. I could get some good content in Sam's Club, but I be forgetting. Like, they had a lot of cute stuff. And I was like, why didn't I that's why I'm going to have to get me some Meta glasses, because I don't always think to pull out my phone when I'm out and about, and I don't want to always pull out my phone when I'm out and about. Like yesterday, I was trying to record stuff for content downtown, but I'm just like, but I also want to be in the moment of being with my family too. So that's why I'm like, I'm just going to have to get me some Meta glasses. If you see these at your Sam's Club, go ahead and pick those up because they are good. And I would cook, if you have little kids, this is a good size bag. I think it was less than $15. So yeah, and I also use, I use Pam, because their non-stick coating has come off their air fryer. But with my Ninja air fryer, I have the dual one, as you guys know, and I use inserts to go on it, because you're really not supposed to use this type of cooking spray in an air fryer. But if I don't, the food will stick in here really bad. So I just go ahead and spray it down, because this one has lost its non-stick coating. And yeah, I think these are less than $15. So if you have kiddos, this is something good to pick up for a quick lunch or dinner. Just do them some mac and cheese or something.
and keep it pushing. One thing I like is that people have started to put in a lot of air fryer instructions on the back of their products. You know, like a lot of people have started putting air fryer instructions on the back of their products, because I'm a big air fryer girl, and I will use an air fryer for just about anything. I'll even toast my bread in an air fryer. I do not care. Because in the beginning, I was just winging it. I ain't gonna even lie. I didn't know. I just was guessing and doing it until it was done. So yeah, but I love the fact that they've started putting air fryer instructions on the back of their products. But anyway, how is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are doing great. So a couple of things that I picked up that I haven't tried before. I think I've tried one, but not this particular one. I picked up 2 boxes of coffee, K-Cups. I haven't tried this Green Mountain brown sugar crumble, but I do like this. I tried this morning with this Natural Bliss Zero cinnamon coffee cake creamer. I love these 2 together. And then I also picked up the classic cinnamon roll, classic cinnamon roll coffee. I like this too. So I like Myers here. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Myers, if you have a Myers in your area, but the fact that it's a grocery store and they sell apparel is crazy. And it's not cheap apparel clothes either, but they clothes and shoes, but they sell men's clothes and shoes, women's clothes and shoes, babies, kids clothes and shoes. And they don't have a lot of it, but when you first walk into their store, it's nothing but clothes. And I think that is such a neat idea. It's kind of like a mini Walmart, but a little bit bougier. But I love their cookies. And we picked up this 20 count of cookies for $6.79. And this is a chocolate chip. We got the chocolate chip, the peanut butter, and the sugar cookies. And I love their cookies. I love their cookies. And they weren't hard like the cookies that you get at Walmart. And they were super soft. They weren't hard at all. And you get 20 fresh baked cookies for $6.79. And you guys, look at this cookie. And I got 20 of these. And I'm a snack girl. Food is my love language. So I was down for the cookies. And my brother-in-law, he loves cookies too. But I am trying to cut back on my sweet intakes, because eating too many sweets, I hate to say it, makes me gassy. So, and creamer too, like dairy is starting to make me gassy too. So I'm going to have to, I'm pushing 50. So, and my cholesterol was high the last time I went for my physical. So I'm going to have to cut back on the sweets. So I've been eating a lot of fruit and stuff just to keep from eating so much junk food. Don't mind me, I've been lounging around all day. I start my new job in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, a week from, I start my new job in 2 weeks. No, maybe it's less than 2 weeks. And I'm so excited. The only thing is gonna be getting there, because I don't have a car right now, and that's okay. But I miss my car. I'm not gonna lie, I miss my car. I love my little car, but the way people are stealing crap off of cars, tires, catalytic converters, just stealing cars in general, like I would not have to, if I was to have brought my Kia here, I would have to been on pins and needles the whole time I was here, because they actually have these things, these groups of criminals called Kia boys, where they go around stealing people's Kias. And the only way I could have a Kia is I would have to have a garage. And I know it depends on what city, what part of town you live in, but I don't want to go to TJ Maxx and my whole Kia be gone. Like, and my Kia was within the range of the year that they were stealing. So, because I had like a 2018, I think they were stealing, I think it was 2018, 2019, somewhere off in there, and they were stealing from 2018 to 2022. And I'm like, because they were so easy to break into, which explains why my insurance went up to $500. And that's part of the reason why I got rid of it. But I'm just like, and I want to tell you guys so bad, That is my dream car. I know other people have dreams of like BMWs and Benzes and Maybachs. Baby, my dream is a Telluride. I want a brand new Telluride off the lot, never been touched, never been, just brand new, and I want it customized to how I want it. But me personally, I hate car notes. If I could buy a car outright, that would be my goal. Like, at this point in my life, I don't really care about a vehicle because everyone is struggling. Not everyone, but a lot of people are struggling out here. Trump just signed this big, beautiful bill that's going to cut Medicaid and food stamps. And I just hate it for a lot of people because, like it said in the movie Straw, it's expensive to be poor. It really is. And we're all just one paycheck, one sickness away from living on the streets. And as you know, I've been homeless before, so I can tell you, it is expensive to be homeless. It really is. Now, just imagine having to pay $580 something a week just for a okay room. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I think about, oh, we're done. And I like these because they cook super quick. And sometimes I would have to leave that room, go to another room because the room that I was in was already booked out. Girl, when I tell you, when I was staying in this extended stay, because there are a lot of people who live in extended stays, because one, it's cheap. It's not really cheaper than the rent per se, but your utilities and stuff are, you don't have to worry about utilities. All you have to worry about is just keeping your room. But if you reserve it, I just got tired of having to reserve a room every week to keep my same room, you know, and that was a lot. And then one time I waited to the last minute to go downstairs and renew my room, which I thought I would be able to do, but it was ACL week, and somebody had already rented my room for the entire week. So the next day, I had to get out. I didn't have anywhere to go. We drove around for hours trying to find me a hotel room. I ended up going back, ended up getting a room somewhere, I don't even know. And at this time, I didn't even have a car, so I couldn't get around like I wanted to. And you guys, when I tell you, every time I think about how I was when I was homeless, it just makes me so sad. And every time I think about it, I just cry, because those were literally that was literally one of the hardest times of my life. Sadly, it was not the only hardest time of my life, but I feel like one of those people as the chosen one. You know, have you ever seen that, The Chosen One? I feel like I'm one of those chosen ones whose lives is always hard. It's enriched, but it's always just hard. And so I say that to say, like, I don't know. It's just, man, it's just crazy out here. And people are just suffering. And it's so sad because the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. But anyway, let me get Devin's food ready, and I will call you guys back.
night, never getting off my mind. I'ma turn it to a sleepless night. I'll make sure you're satisfied. Need the rest and happy night. Cause you do me so good, they can't keep it. So much is this so good, you tryna sleep in it. Won't give me, don't know what they call it, wait for, but it ain't this way.